Unlocking Inner Peace, Ramana Maharshi's Path to Self-Realization. Are you tired of feeling lost, disconnected, and overwhelmed by the chaos of life? Have you ever wished there was a way to find inner peace and true happiness? Today, we're diving into the profound teachings of Ramana Maharshi, a spiritual giant who unlocked inner peace through his path to self-realization. Let me tell you this. Ramana's journey offers us a roadmap to finding our true selves and living a fulfilling life. You might be wondering, how can someone achieve such a state of inner peace? Well, let's explore his story. Born in the early 20th century, Ramana Maharshi was a sage whose life was marked by profound wisdom and deep spiritual insight. He lived in a small village in India, where he spent most of his time in meditation and contemplation. His path to self-realization began with questioning everything, his beliefs, his desires, his very existence. Here's something you should know: it wasn't easy. Many times he struggled with doubt, anger, and confusion. But through relentless practice and dedication, he found a way to transcend these emotions and connect with the divine. One of the core principles of Ramana Maharshi's teachings is the concept of self-inquiry. It involves asking yourself the fundamental question, who am I? This simple inquiry can be incredibly transformative. In his autobiography, Ramana writes about how he would sit in silence, contemplating the nature of his being. He found that when he asked himself, "What is my true identity?" he would eventually realize that he was not the body, nor the mind, nor any of the things that make up our sense of self. He realized that beyond all these forms, there existed a pure consciousness, which is the essence of who we truly are. This realization led him to a profound state of peace and bliss. He wrote, "When I inquired, 'Who am I?' the inquiry itself became the reality. When I said, 'I am,' I ceased to be." Here's the lesson: our true nature is beyond form and limitation. We are not bound by our thoughts, emotions, or external circumstances. By understanding this truth, we can break free from suffering and live a life of joy and freedom. Ramana Maharshi's teachings emphasize that true peace lies within us, not outside. He often said, "Seek within, not without." This means that instead of looking for peace in material possessions, relationships, or achievements, we need to look inward. By cultivating mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting caught up in them. This detachment allows us to see the underlying peace that exists within us all. One of the practical exercises Ramana recommended is to meditate on the breath. As you inhale, focus on the sensation of air entering your nostrils and filling your lungs. As you exhale, feel the release of tension and stress. This simple act of paying attention to the present moment can help quiet the mind and bring a sense of calm. He also advised us to engage in loving-kindness meditation, which involves sending goodwill and compassion to ourselves and others. By practicing kindness, we can cultivate a positive attitude and reduce negative emotions. Ramana Maharshi understood that self-realization is a lifelong journey. He once said, "There is no end to the path of self-discovery. True peace cannot be achieved overnight. It requires consistent effort, patience, and perseverance. However, the rewards are immeasurable." As Ramana wrote, "The attainment of the goal is not difficult. What is difficult is to understand that the goal has been attained." Now let's consider a real-life example. Imagine Sarah, a busy professional who feels constantly stressed and anxious. She often finds herself worrying about her job, finances, and relationships. One day, she decides to try Ramana Maharshi's techniques. She starts meditating regularly, focusing on her breath and practicing loving-kindness meditation. At first, it's challenging and Sarah frequently gets distracted by her thoughts, but over time, she notices a shift. Her mind becomes clearer and she feels more grounded. Even during stressful moments, she finds it easier to stay calm and centered. Sarah realizes that true peace doesn't come from external circumstances, but from within herself. As we delve deeper into Ramana Maharshi's teachings, we'll uncover other invaluable lessons. For instance, he emphasized the importance of surrendering to the divine. He believed that true peace comes when we let go of our ego and trust in the higher power. He wrote, "When you surrender, you become free." This surrender doesn't mean giving up control or letting go of everything. Rather, it means acknowledging that there is something greater than ourselves guiding our lives. Another important aspect of Ramana Maharshi's teachings is non-attachment. He taught that attachment to objects, people, and outcomes creates suffering. Instead, we should learn to detach from these illusions and embrace the present moment. By doing so, we can experience true happiness and fulfillment. Ramana once said, "Attachment is the root of sorrow." This is a powerful reminder that our happiness doesn't depend on external factors, but on our ability to let go. To illustrate this point, let's consider John, a successful businessman who feels unsatisfied despite his wealth and success. He spends countless hours working, never finding peace or joy. One day, he decides to explore Ramana Maharshi's teachings. He begins to practice non-attachment, letting go of his need for recognition and material possessions. To his surprise, he discovers that his true happiness lies in the simple joys of life, spending time with loved ones, enjoying nature, and pursuing meaningful activities. John learns that true peace comes from within, not from external achievements. In conclusion, Ramana Maharshi's path to self-realization offers us a beacon of hope and guidance. His teachings remind us that inner peace is within reach, waiting for us to discover it. By following his principles, we can transform our lives and find fulfillment in every moment. Remember, true peace isn't something we achieve, but something we embody. It's a journey that requires effort, patience, and a willingness to let go of our ego. So let's embark on this journey together, embracing the teachings of Ramana Maharshi and unlocking our inner peace. In the final moments of this video, I want you to reflect on your own life. Are you living a life that brings you true peace and happiness? Or are you stuck in the cycle of seeking external validation and satisfaction? Ramana Maharshi's teachings offer a way out. By embracing self-inquiry, practicing mindfulness, and cultivating non-attachment, you can find the peace you seek. So take a moment now, close your eyes, and ask yourself, who am I? See if you can tap into the pure consciousness that lies within. You might be surprised at what you discover.